Hey guys, SmartNinja000 here. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. It's been a while since we did one of these. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing today. Just kidding. I totally know what we're going to be doing today. Today we're going to be remaking my circles thing, my cylinders. I made a video really long time ago about how you could make cylinders, which you could probably tell since there's like thousands of cylinders. And I am going to remake that since the method's broken. Okay, so here we go. We remade it pretty quickly actually, and it's only 2 command blocks, so obviously they will be in the description. Now it might seem a little bit slow, but really it's not. And I mean, if you look at this looks pretty slow to make one circle, right? You're thinking it's terrible. Well, really, that's the time it takes for it to do a full rotation. So what actually happens is, if I go all the way over here, and if I do something like 30, you can see that's going pretty fast. And this is like incredibly fast setting it, and it's perfectly precise. This is exactly as though it has a radius of 20. If we wanted to count it, the blocks, now it may take some, when it spins around, it usually can maybe get a few extra blocks in. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, what? This is a radius of 30. I'm smart. And also, I don't need to count. I can just do... I think fill tells me how many blocks are set, so I think I can just do a fill command. That would have been smart. Fill 29 blocks. That's just because this 30th block was also stone. And... no, it's not done yet, guys. You can, of course, use fill to create some really nice big circles. And that looks pretty sick. And you'll see they'll just go right around. Look how nice that looks. Now, it may sometimes find a spot that it missed. You just saw right there. But this is pretty crazy fast. Now, if you're wondering why it does that, is because, well, it's being teleported. It's not perfect. And also because we don't have decimals, so every so often it can sometimes be like spawned in at a different tick, which can kind of mess it up, I guess. Now, you might not like that and you want it faster. So I'm going to show this off right now, how to make it faster or slower. The slower you make it, the less precise it goes. So why don't we double the speed it makes things. Now, 9 times out of 10 you'll be fine. If it's something small, like not a radius of 30, a radius of 5, I mean, that's a little bit slow. And it's not even that precise. Missed a block. So when it comes around, it will fix that. It should be a block there. Yeah. So it does do it with relative speed. But if you do something like 35, the faster you make it, you're going to be missing lots of blocks. Now, it will be faster, but you will be missing lots of blocks. You can get a general outline, let it go around a couple times, but really it's not worth it. And of course, the slower you make it, the more precise. Eventually, it will be a perfect circle. Well, the closest to a perfect circle we can get. But again, faster it is, less worse it is, less precise. And you can also make it try and go super fast, but again, it's not precise. It will take a little bit longer to fill in. You can see how it slowly does that. There should be some stuff here, and over there I think there should be some more. Works its way around though eventually. Then you get a nice circle. So again, if you really want the best results, don't set it too high. And again, it's made with command blocks. It's made with 2 command blocks. Give me some slack. You can, of course, place multiple down to get some fancy circles. Now, I should probably actually update this so it's not as fast. Look how sick that looks. You got a nice bunch of interlooping circles. Now, again, the commands are in the description if you want to test out for yourself. But we need something else to make this a little bit nicer, I guess. Okay, so now I've also made a sphere generator. You'll notice one, it's super slow. Two, it's filling in a weird pattern, I guess. It technically does fill the sphere if you want to give it long enough. The other option you have is, of course, summoning more armor stands. Um, so if I were to summon more armor stands, oh, that's not right. Okay, guys, just for the record, done some more armor stands. With the way I set it up, it accidentally starts spinning their head around, so don't do that. But yeah, you can see we'll get at least a rough outline if you're looking for that for a sphere. It does do a sphere. It just takes incredibly long. You could speed up the process. I'm not going to show that off because then I have to completely modify all the commands. You can see the way it works is actually really kind of smart, kind of not really. What it does is it will look up. So this is me in first person. It will look up to the top. As soon as it hits the top, it's going to reverse itself and move itself over slightly. I just thought it'd be cool if I did that, and also because I kept messing with the commands. So this is me in first person. I'm looking up. Now it's hard to tell that I actually am looking up since its head doesn't actually rotate, which kind of messes you up. I mean, if I do put the creeper head on, it is looking up. It's not showing any sign of that. If I were to use something like creeper, you would see a much better example. So here we have our creeper buddy. He has the tags. It's going to glitch out for him though. And I don't actually think it's going to work correctly. Now it's a creeper, so we have the weird green thing. But I mean, it appears to be turning. So that's good. And I mean, I think it's right now redoing everything we just did, which is kind of annoying. But it does look, it gives a much better example of exactly what's happening. You see its head is going straight down and straight up. I gave it no AI, so I want to move. But you can see it's looking straight up and then it goes straight back down. Its body is slightly behind its head, but that's not important for this example because all you have to really look at is its head. It looks kind of funny actually just because it teleports so quickly. But you can definitely tell what's happening a lot nicer with this creeper. Obviously this is kind of ugly though because it's green. But you can at least see what is happening with it. And I mean, it looks nice, right? I mean, it's making a circle. That's our goal. Actually, our goal was to make a cylinder. But I made a sphere generator too. If you guys want the commands, they should be in the description, hopefully. Don't know why you would use them. Sphere I can see, or sphere I cannot see being used at all, just because it takes so long. If you just made a bunch of them, like, and left the area, that I guess it would work. Like, yeah, the chunks load and you came back. But I mean, like, honestly, it's so slow and so annoyingly slow, I guess, that it's not worth it for a real experience. You can see it will fill it. It does a great job of actually filling in the area. The problem is, as of the moment, as you can see, it does take a long time. It does go incredibly slow just so it's more precise so you don't have to wait more. But I think it also, I'm not sure about this, but I'm pretty sure it will eventually get to the point where like it doesn't because it just gets to the closest it can go for however precise I'm going. If you did a smaller circle, then obviously it would go be a little bit nicer. Why don't I do that? Alright, so you can see it is working away. We have a smaller circle being created as of the moment. And you can see based off this smaller circle exactly how it works. It really just does it kind of like, I don't want to say a random path, but it's as good as random. I mean, it's going to, like, I mean, you can tell where it's going to go. But it does create these holes in it. It's, again, it's made with command blocks. Can't be amazing. We can just do the best we got. And it does do a better job on smaller, obviously. It still takes the same amount of time, but it's more precise at least. What's interesting though is the fact that it will keep doing the same sign for all of them. So if you, like, they're the same, I don't know, ratio or whatever. I think the bottom circle is the best it's going to get. We're probably going to get something here, and then we'll probably end up finishing off. You can see it's definitely not great. It works, but it's not good. And based off of the rotations I've used, it's going to just keep refilling the exact same spot, so it doesn't do a complete circle. You could probably get more precise with this. I guess I can mess around with that a little bit before I end the video. Okay, so I made it a little bit more precise. Really all that I mean, everything works fine. It's really just the amount of rotation you do. You can shorten it, you can lengthen it. Obviously, it will take a whole lot longer, and I don't want this to take ages. So I think we're just going to let this sit for a little bit. We'll finish our outro, and we'll come back and see how it's working, because I did adjust it a little bit so it's more precise. But I mean, it's not perfect. You could make it perfect, but that would take too long. You can also use preset values, but then that ruins the whole fun of it. For cylinders, it's easy. All you have is this one command, which it takes turns, position, and location, and it teleports it slightly to the left, and that just uses that. Now, when you summon it, it's going to be facing perfectly straight at 0, 0, 0, which is something like this. And we'll just turn it slowly, work its way around. And of course, all we're doing to place down the actual things is just, it's the same for both, placing it down. It's just executing rotated as and then setting the block. The distance, which defines the radius. Also, I should probably mention this, but it's pretty obvious. They're hollow. And then I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, except instead of it looking up, it's just turning. So, it'll be or actually left. And now, for everyone's favorite, the spheres. If you have a score of 180 turnTimer, or if anything has it, I set it to 0. If that has score, or if it's got tag turn, I add 1, or I always add 1. Then this, I teleport it always. I teleport it up just a little bit. This super precise value of 5.7, I know, super duper precise. You could go deeper into the rabbit hole, but my guess is it's always all 7. What this actually does is incredibly interesting. This value is the perfect value to teleport you exactly up point or 1, just 1, not 0.1, exactly 1. And it is incredibly annoying to find that value, but I did it for you guys. I think I just moved my mouse a little bit. It does, I mean, you can go deeper because it's not perfect. You can see I've been doing it this whole time, and I'm at 0.8, and I believe if you want to go deeper, that's some 7s. Now it's better. Hey guys, SmartNinja000 here. Today we are back with another Minecraft video. It's been a while since we actually did a command block, just a random command block. Today we're showing off spheres. I did cylinders a while ago, which I will be re-showing off since they're kind of broken. Commands will be in the description. We recreated world edit spheres in Minecraft, except for the fact that 1, it's not so precise, and 2, it's also super slow. Now, by using this, you really have 2 options. You can either go for speed or accuracy. So if you wanted it to go a lot preciser, is preciser a word? You could do something like this, and this will make it so it guarantees that you don't have any of these weird, annoying little holes. But the thing is, it's going to take 5 times longer, and I've been doing this for like 15 minutes waiting for these to make. Now, the way spheres work is really smart. It actually is based off of our good pal, the creeper here. You can use an arm stand. I use a creeper because creeper shows its head rotation. It looks up exactly. We reverse it, and then we move it up a little bit to the left. So really what's happening is it goes over on this side, up, boom, on this side a little bit to the left, up, boom, on this side a little bit to the left, and it'll work its way around. And now we can actually see that if we go into this, you can see as soon as it turns, we're actually going to get rotated a little bit to the left as well. And the reasoning behind that is just so that way you can get, that way it's not just going back and forth. Now, we made it super precise. It's going to take ages for it to load. You will know it's not perfect. It's command blocks, guys, and it's a creeper. I'm using a creeper. I think this, if this were a real circle, I think this looks about correct, this little plus thing, and then maybe this is not like that, I'm not sure. It's a radius of 5, so. Okay, so you can see, I think this is about the type of circle we are making, or sphere. It's just a nice little website where you can use it, link in the description. And it looks about right for a sphere. It's made with command blocks, guys. Give me some slack. But yeah, that looks about the same as the one there. The commands are in the description if you want to use this for some strange reason. What really happens is, like I said, it just shoop, looks up, teleports over, looks up, and that's just done with a little clock. We use this super precise value. So yeah, we just do scoreboard stuff here. Use the super precise value to basically teleport it up exactly. See if I look here, and if I go exactly to 0.80, it teleports exactly like that. We have 180 of those, and that's when we face it down to the ground by using this. This doesn't actually face you towards the ground. We do it like this because this keeps your rotation intact. So here, if I look straight up and look like this way, keep your rotation intact no matter how many times. Now it's actually reversing my head, which is interesting, but honestly it's not that important to that. It's just so that way we can keep it, because if we did something like facing -1, you'll notice it aligns me, and we don't want it to align me. And then we do just a simple teleport, turn it left. After that, just a slight left, and that's why you get these streaks. Because if I were to place another one, you'll see it will kind of build it up, I guess. Here, let's just. So we'll do that a whole bunch, and it will actually place into the ground. You can see it just goes down, and then we'll build up, hopefully. Yep, it's coming right around on this side. You can see this incredibly slow process of placing blocks almost next to each other, working its way around the 360. That's making spheres, but we are going to also want to make cylinders, so I can, and this circles and there's spheres, and that's where we're just going to kill our creeper buddy, turn this one off, and turn this on. Okay, we got our nice command, get our creeper buddy in there, and you can see right here it is making our circle. Now, there's sphere. And this might be super slow looking, but the reasoning behind that is simple. It also works with any size. It's incredibly precise and can technically go any size. The slower you make it, obviously the more precise it is. The faster you make it, the less precise it is. So we are going to go a whopping 40 blocks out, and we're going to actually use a fill command, just so you can see. You can also make it really thick. Oops. Let me clean this up, and then we can see it made. Okay, got that, and it's basically halfway done with this incredibly large circle. Look how nice this looks. It's actually still going. It will reach around, and it is done. We can just break this command block, and look at this massive Coliseum thing. Sure, incredibly made, and it does use the fill command instead. Super nice. It's really, it's nice and like large. It's a great size. It's just looks nice in general. Now, obviously, you can use other blocks that's stoned on this B stone, and it is, of course, a circle. This, of course, works about the same way, but just teleporting. Now, we were going for precision over speed. If I were to try and do the exact same thing again, let me just get a nice. You know what? We can use this, and we'll use quartz for this one. Or no, let's use granite. You can see it's. We're going to let it go around. Now, because it's fill command, it will actually look better, but you'll see after it goes around one time, it's actually going to start replacing more. See, we just did it over there, and that just shows it's not perfect. And if we did something like, oh, that's not right, that's not right. If we did something like 50, you can see there's some parts where it's really thin, and that's a lot of granite. Okay, so here we have a diamond one. You'll see as it's going around a second time, I let it go pretty much the whole thing granite first. As it goes around a second time, first off, you'll notice there's lots of little errors where it doesn't exactly replace it, like here, here, and here, and here. So it shows that, again, speed is not what you want with this. That is a lot of granite. Also, since it's technically different fill commands, you can go above the limit, like you probably saw. I feel like that granite's probably above the limit. So we could do something like, I don't want to break my computer, but I want to. So you can do some, hit my mic, some really crazy things. And of course, if you want to do a donut shape, you can always just come in around a second time with an air fill command. I think I'm going to stop this because my frame rate, how is my frame rate not at 12? In case anyone's curious, this is my tick speed. Good job, Minecraft. You've really shown how powerful you are today. That's actually funny, though. That's so slow. In case you don't know, that's supposed to be 20 per second. Look how fast it is. Look how slow that is. That's hysterical. And yeah, that's it. Oh, the creeper's having a fun time. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this command block video, I haven't been doing too many of them. Be sure to click like, share, leave your comment if you want me to make anything. I just kind of do whatever comes into my head. But I would love for something you actually want to see. Hopefully this is useful to you. If you're building a map, you probably would never use the sphere, but you might use cylinder, and I think everything I said is linked in the description. If there's not anything there, just write that in the comments and I'll fix it. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell because YouTube doesn't notify you unless you do that, apparently. Okay. Cyan.